I want to talk this morning a little bit about the concept of social value. This is such a useful tool for positioning your business, and everything we do at Unearthed is about ensuring that the people and the businesses we're working with are adding value to society, to our communities, to the environment. And this is becoming a big movement globally. People want to spend their money and feel like they've contributed to something good. But it also adds so much value to your value proposition when you're telling people about your business, when you're marketing. And by social value, I mean, what is it? How does your business and what you do benefit your broader community? How does it benefit the person who's actually supporting your business or buying your goods? What difference does it really make to them? And I want to give you a few examples. I recently watched a presentation by a young entrepreneur who was selling sarong. So these are these kikois that you can take down to the beach and wrap around your waist. He was selling these things at a phenomenal price, probably about 3-4 times the amount that I would normally expect to pay for one of these sarongs. But then he started telling the story. The story behind these sarongs is that they're all handmade by a woman in a village in Uganda. Vast majority of his profits go back towards this community, which they are using to build a new school. So something as simple as a sarong or a kikoi that you take down to the beach, which is really, you can pick up in 100 different places for virtually free, its value increased 4-5-fold, simply because the element of supporting a greater good was actually the reason why people were supporting his business. I had a conversation with a lady the other day that wanted to start a business making cushions, but selling kits for cushions where people could decorate their own cushions. And I kind of thought, this is a very tricky market. It's not a market I know. I don't really understand how it fits into what we do. But it was an interesting concept, and we got speaking. But then her enthusiasm suddenly came out when she started talking about, no, this isn't about the cushion. This is about allowing people a chance to express themselves creatively. This is about giving people a chance to actually create something with their own hands. So many people don't do that anymore. They don't have an avenue to express their creativity. So suddenly you took something which was very mundane and, you can go and buy a beautiful cushion at any shop for a few $100. And she took this into something which was in a totally different realm. When you start saying you're not buying a cushion, you're not making a cushion, you're unlocking your creativity. You're giving people a chance to make something that makes them feel proud. That for me is a great value add to that business, because it's actually giving something back to the person that's purchasing from you. I saw an example the other day of a lady who makes leather handbags, but her value proposition was that these handbags are handmade by widowed, retired women who are in financial need. So she wasn't just producing designer handbags, she was assisting some of the most vulnerable people in our society and helping them make ends meet. But also these women, when they were interviewed, they suddenly now had a new sense of purpose, and they were making their own money. They felt proud. They really enjoyed having something to do during their day. So I think my message is, something that's really important to think about is, what is your social value? How can you communicate that to people and make sure it's legitimate? What this also does is it opens up opportunities for networking with other organizations and other groups. And there's a huge amount of value. And I believe every single solitary business, if you look at the Global Sustainable Development Goals, there's something that you can do, somewhere that you can do that can add value to that particular goal. And what it does is it elevates you into a whole new realm of possibility of marketing and value proposition, and really sets you apart from your competition. So it's all of these little things that you can start looking at and plugging in. And if you're looking for ideas or projects or organizations that you can potentially network with, give us a shout and let's have a talk about it, because this finding that value and that niche can be quite a tricky thing, but once you hit your finger on it, it opens up a world of opportunity. So I really so for people who are working on our programs, this is really where we start with all of our business planning, is what is that value proposition? What is the greater good that you're actually contributing to? And I really encourage you to give that some good thought, because it's got a lot of value for a business. And even if you're a young student or graduate looking for a job, being able to add that sort of social value from an employer's perspective also brings immense value to the table. So yeah, give it some thought. It's something to think about. And if you want to talk it through, or you need some ideas around this stuff, reach out and speak to us. We're always willing to chat. Take it easy. Cheers.